Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Lopburi. And what we're going to take a look at today is we're going to take a look at the 36th annual Monkey Festival. And what they do is they have a big feeding of all the monkeys here in town around the old Khmer Prang. They do it 4 times a day. The first one today will be at 10. They do it at noon, at 2, and at 4. So anyway, what they do is they bring in food and let the monkeys eat, and it's a big celebration here. The town celebrates the monkeys, promoting tourism and bringing people into the area. There's also another story about how the army of Ayutthaya was fleeing the Burmese, and the monkeys came down out of the trees and helped them cross the river by forming a bridge. They interlocked their hands, and then the Ayutthaya army was able to cross it and were safe. So, you know, that's probably like an old wives' tale. You can believe it if you want. But mainly they celebrate the monkeys bringing tourism to this area. So anyway, let's walk through here and let's see what we see today. What I'm looking at first right over here is this is a Dawati chetty right here. This is really, really old, like 7th, 9th century, something like that. And this is what Nakhon Kosa. And they built another hall on it here during the Ayutthaya era. And then they have another chetty over here. And it was all restored under King Narai. And it's just right over here by the railroad tracks. It's a free site. You can just walk over here and take a look at. And then there's another like little temple over there, and then you're looking down into Lopburi itself. And where the monkey feast goes on is it goes on right over this way. You can see the Phra Sam Yot. That's the old Khmer temple that's right here. And it's easy to get to if you're ever here in Lopburi. You'd want to stop and go to these anyway, even if it wasn't a monkey festival. But the train station is right over there. And over here in this roundabout, this is an old Hindu shrine. And you can't go up in there, but what they do is they have the deities underneath this awning. And then we'll slowly make our way over here to the prongs. I'm not exactly sure where they're going to do the feast at. Last year they did it over back behind. Year before they did it here in front. But we'll figure it out. Looks like they're getting set up here. Bringing out the food. And they'll set up some tables and stuff here. Okay, so what they're doing this year is actually doing a new round. Oh, here goes the train even. They're doing the first feeding at 10:30 over at the monkey sanctuary. And what they did is they took about 2,000 monkeys from here a few months back and they moved them over to the sanctuary. So we're gonna go over there and see the first feeding. So it's about 6 kilometers away. Yeah, we'll take a look at the prong here. I've done several videos of this. This is really, really cool. And then we'll go over to the monkey sanctuary. The guy that runs it said they're trying to do a new way this year. But they had all these monkeys that were on these buildings and they were fighting with each other and tearing stuff up, so they took a bunch of them out of here. So let's go over to that. We got to get on the motorcycle and go over. So I found the monkey sanctuary. This looks like they're going to do the feeding over there. And they have several buildings here, and then they have the massive cages with all the monkeys in them here. And there's a bunch that have escaped. You can see them running around free. So I was wondering what they did with all the monkeys that they took from around the prongs, but they have them over here in several of these cages. And it looks like they got a bunch of food and stuff here, and they're doing a bunch of new construction, so they're adding on to it. They have all their food inside of there. And then back here, they're building more buildings here for the monkeys. And it looks like they've just brought some more in over here. They got them in these little cages. And you can see they're digging the foundations and stuff here for the new pens, and they'll have some little towers and stuff for the monkeys to climb along. But there's like 2,000 that they brought over here in the last batch. You can see how many monkeys are in here. So last year these were all running free over there at the Phra Prang Sam Yot. Now they have them over here in these pens. Oh, He's throwing some sunflower seeds there for him. Yeah, there's just so many of them in here. You can see the cages over here with some more of the monkeys. All their swings and everything. So I guess there's a hole in the roof of the fence, so they've kind of escaped and they can't get them back. They're running around outside also. And I'm not sure when they'll have these buildings done, but they have the director of the monkey sanctuary over here. All right, so we're gonna bring in some monkeys here. I got the big wigs over here. They're going to their new home here. And you can see the ones that are free roaming. Yeah, so they've let them go into the cage there. See if we're getting ready to do the feeding here. Get the table set up here for him. And this guy here is ready to eat. He's chewing on the table. He was jumping on the fence, jumping on the table. Got a buddy kind of come over and try to eat the table also. So here's some of the food that's on offer. So they'll take over and put in the cage. And the directors and everybody here giving an interview to the local press. All right, so the press interview finally broke up. Now it's time to take the food into the cages. And they're getting way, way excited. And so just go in with the in the cage, using the sticks to chase them away while they're getting the food set up. Then the chaos is going to happen here. Whoa. Had one jump over and grab a little bite. He's going to get some too. They can't resist. He's got some mango up there. Oh, they're so clever. They're sneaking in and grabbing some food. The dam's getting ready to burst. They'll come charging in and grab the food. And they're getting in. This is going to be over fast. And here it'll come. That one went right over my head, both of them. The blade's hitting me. Oh, that's just crazy. Yeah, so the next feast will be at noon over at the Phra Sam Yot, the Khmer temple that we looked at the start. It's a little bit more insane there. Here they're just in this little cage, so they're all jammed in one area. But they come in from the the buildings and off the prong and everything else to eat over there. There's almost as many people here as there are monkeys on the table. And the ones over here that got pushed out aren't going to be able to eat. Everybody that came over to watch it. Yeah, pretty hectic in there. And it smells exactly like you think it should. They're going to bring in some more food for him. And we got one of the smart ones. He got over here by himself, so he can eat as much as he wants. I got another one coming over, a couple of them. Yeah, these are ones that have escaped the pen. You can see them hanging on the wires and stuff over there. We have this other cage over here. You see they have the little bamboo bridge and the ladder and everything. Just monkeys every which direction. But they did bring about 2,000 of them over here, so that's all these cages full of them. And another cage back over there, and then the monkeys that have escaped. I think that'll finish up our video here in Lopburi. This is an interesting thing. They do this every November. This is what, the 32nd or something like that, 32nd of this feast. And it's a big thing for Lopburi because it's promoting, you know, the monkeys is kind of what made Lopburi what it is as far as tourists and stuff like that. But there is a whole lot more to see over here in this town. There's Khmer ruins, there's Dawadi, there's King Narai's palace. There's a lot of stuff to see over here. Lopburi is a really underrated tourist destination. I've been over here many times, and I'll come back many more times because I just really like coming here. So, and I don't think I'm going to go over to the feast over at the Khmer prong. I wanted to see what it looked like over here. I like it a little bit better on the prong. You're in an open area. You're not in the cages with the monkeys. So that was a little bit different. So anyway, I'll pin a comment to last year so you can kind of see what it was like over there. And definitely, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the like button, and leave me a comment, tell me what you think. And until next time, from over here in Lopburi, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.